Hi, my name's Lucas, and in this video I'll be explaining how movies make you emotional. I wouldn't call myself a movie connoisseur. I actually don't really like that many movies because I have the attention span of a goldfish. But I wanted to tell you something I discovered about most movies. In no way am I like an expert in this field. I am a 14-year-old. You probably shouldn't be taking advice from me, but I am here anyway. The reason why we feel emotional when we're watching a movie or most forms of media is because of a neuropeptide located in the nervous system called oxytocin. Oxytocin makes the audience feel more emotionally attached to one of the antagonists in the film. Oxytocin makes us more sensitive to the social cues around us. Usually the more relatable the story is, the better the results. So let's look at the mind map I made and let's make some audiences emotionally unstable. There are 3 key emotions that you want your audience to feel: happy, sad, and inspired. You may feel happy when you watch a Toy Story movie. You may feel sad when you also watch a Toy Story movie. An example of being inspired is when you watch a documentary or when you watch an indie movie. The 2 emotions, happy and sad, work hand in hand when it comes to making your audience feel emotionally attached to a film. If you want your movie to have a happy ending, there are 2 very common patterns to do this. Sad, happy, or happy, sad, happy are 2 very basic patterns to make your movie more emotional. Almost every happy movie has a pattern such as this. It makes the viewer uncertain of what is going to happen while not making the storyline overly complicated. The happy ending should occur around the 90% mark. A perfect example of a sad-happy pattern is in the movie Frozen. When it starts off sad, Elsa and Anna's parents die. Elsa runs away. She tries to kill her sister with this big monster. Yes, they have a very, very confusing relationship. Olaf dies almost like 3 times. Anna's king boyfriend betrays her. Elsa freezes, and then Elsa and Anna become friends and everything is well again. If you cut the movie at the 90% mark, it would be a very, very grim kids movie. But the ending 10% makes up for all the bad that has happened, and the audience finishes the movie with a happy, feel-good vibe. To make a film have a sad ending, you do the opposite by using the pattern happy, sad, or sad, happy, sad, as the viewer is less certain of the ending, and people fear what they do not know. But what if you want your audience to feel inspired? It's very complicated. You first have to consider the audience's needs. What is your target audience? Why are they watching their film? These are some questions that you need to think of. Then you need to capture the attention of the audience and make them engaged with the film from start to end. You need to offer a solution to the problem. There can't be a singular solution. The protagonist or protagonists need to form a solution. It can't be obvious and it has to be unexpected. Be aware that the actor's emotional state can affect the audience's emotional state if they are a lovable character. You need to make your audience feel something. Make your audience feel as if something is changing within the character's universe or neighborhood. A movie that perfectly describes this inspired pattern is the movie Dumplin', directed by Anne Fletcher. The movie is about a large girl who is the daughter of a beauty pageant queen. The daughter, named Willowdene, hates the whole facade of the industry her mother is in. She also really loves Dolly Parton. If you've watched the movie, you'd understand. Willowdene's aunt passed away. She raised Willowdene and was her mother figure. This obviously made Willowdene very sad. Willowdene was such a lovable character, therefore making the audience more emotional. I'm gonna get into spoilers here, so go to this timestamp or continue watching. You have 5 seconds. Okay, your time is up. Willowdene enters a beauty pageant her mother runs as a rebellion along with 2 other outcast friends, Millie Mitchell Cook and Hannah Perez. I really did butcher those surnames, so I'm sorry in advance. Millie Mitchell Cook is also a large girl who is overly positive, and Hannah Perez is a bit of an emo or metal kind of girl. Millie decides to try her hardest and doesn't let her weight get in the way, while Hannah half-heartedly tries. Willowdene doesn't try at all until one day she becomes really inspired by her aunt and starts to try as hard as all the other girls. On the day of the pageant, Willowdene gets disqualified. She does a minor stunt that breached the rules. The viewers really do feel let down. Both Hannah and Millie weren't involved in the stunt. In fact, the 2 both go really well in the pageant. The winner is revealed and the Beauty Queen Award goes to Millie. This makes the audience very emotional and inspired, as Millie is an outcast, larger girl, and everyone wasn't supportive of her applying, including her mother. It leaves the audience feeling just as they can do anything, no matter their insecurities or flaws, ultimately making the audience feel inspired. Using colour to convey emotion in film is notably powerful. In a happy scene, it's particularly common to see lighter colours, while in sad scenes, colours tend to be muted. It's very common for people to associate colour with emotion. Using the colour red can show aggression or sin, while the colour blue is used as a symbol of peace. A movie series that uses colour particularly well is Star Wars. The good guys have the blue lightsabers and the bad guys have the red lightsabers. To make your audience shed a tear or two, you need to have the perfect song. This song needs to be played at the start and at the end of the movie, as it embodies time moving. This will make your audience cry like babies. People tend to fret when characters are put in uneasy situations that they can't control, such as a loved one dying or children being kidnapped. Are you more likely to cry if someone is forced into slavery or if someone agrees to be a slave? Obviously, the first option, as a person can't do anything and is trapped. Movie directors are very smart people who know what they're doing. They're definitely not choosing colours or certain music just because they think it's cool. There's meaning behind everything they do. A good movie should use colour, song and other apparatus to their advantage. A good movie is a movie that makes you laugh, cry and feel inspired. I made a small montage as I thought it'd be a nice way to end the video. Take care of yourself and enjoy.